slowly you can taper off the dosage. That is not without doctor's consultation, with doctor's consultation. This is said to be the integrated approach to yoga therapy. That, if you are having any life-threatening diseases, life-threatening, don't get scared. But diseases which can have some impact on organs of the body, like if you're having blood pressure, if you're having thyroid, or if you're having any heart problem, there are many people coming to us with these problems. For these or severe COPD problem, for all these problems, you need to integrate your yoga therapy with your medicine. So you cannot leave the medicine all of a sudden. Gradually, the problem decreases. You can decrease the dosage of medicine with advice from your medical practitioner, and gradually, it is called the tapering of the doses. Gradually, you can taper off and withdraw the doses. That is over a period of time. For some people, it might come true. For some people, you may need a low maintenance dose. Like in diabetes, nowadays previously it was thought that once a diabetic, always a diabetic, but now it is proven with lifestyle changes, yoga, and dietary management, you can get rid of your medicines over a period of time if you are doing them properly. It is not like one day you do, others days you don't do. With proper dietary management, we have had so many patients over here who have come out of their medicines and diabetes. So at the beginning, if you are having any problem, you should consult a doctor and take medicine. Along with that, you make lifestyle changes, do yoga, and when you see the changes coming, then gradually the medicine dosage will. But problems which are not life-threatening, like indigestion, constipation, arthritis, little bit of cough and cold and allergies, for these you can very well do yoga without medicine, because for drop of a hat we start taking medicines. This is also not good. So much of medicines that we take, uh, this has got side effects also. For simple problems which are not that serious, you should try out lifestyle changes, dietary changes, yoga, and then you can see, like your indigestion, constipation, as you were saying. So all these problems can be taken care of without medication. But if someone comes to us with a cancer, will we say that remove medication? That won't be a wise approach. In all those serious ailments, yoga will be a second line of treatment. But for problems which are not life-threatening, like you have spondylitis, all these things, these are not life-threatening problems. For this, you can do yoga very well. You can live a normal life without medicine, and that is cure. If you do yoga properly, you will have a totally healthy life. But we should also bear in mind that yoga is not a Chikisha Shastra. Ayurveda is a Chikisha Shastra. Yoga is a Moksha Darshana. Yoga doesn't have any definition of health per se. No explicit definition of health. Ayurveda has one. It says, Samadosha, Samagnisha, Samadhatu Malakriya, Prasanna Atmendriya Mana, Shasta Ityavidiyate. That means there has to be a balance among the doshas. There are three doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Sama Agnisha. All the Agnis in the body, there are 5 types of Agnis in the body, that should be balanced. 7 dhatus, Sapta dhatu. Like this, Rakta, Mancha, all these things are, Shukra, all these things are the 7 dhatus. There should be a balance in them. And balance in the ingestion of the food and excretion of the food. So your entire system should be in a balance. Then it goes to a higher level to say that Prasanna Atmendriyamana, that your mind, your all the sense perceptions should be prasanna, means it should be happy. It should be content. You should be content from within. That is a sign of good health. So yesterday in the yoga class I was telling that health is not only that absence of disease. But it is something, a greater thing than absence of disease. So even if you don't have disease, that doesn't mean that you are healthy. Till you cannot achieve this prasanna atmendriyamana, that your body, your indriyas and your mind should be content. If you don't have this contentment, then you're not healthy. That is called Shastra, that is called good health. So, this definition is found in Ayurveda, probably in Shushruta Samhita. But yoga doesn't give any definition of health. Yoga is a moksha darshana. Yoga, all these benefits of health that we get out of yoga is side effect. These all are side effects of yoga. Don't think that they are the main effect of yoga is to get rid of the body-mind complex. That is the main effect of yoga. The side effects of yoga is good health, contentment of the mind when it comes automatically. Nowadays, there has been ample of research to prove that all these diseases, these non-communicable diseases, these are called NCDs. These non-communicable diseases, they arise out of constant stress and anxiety of the mind. So they have their roots at the emotional level. So these are all called psychosomatic diseases, which do not have any particular origin in the body. Like if you have a bacterial attack, if you have a viral attack, doctors will be able to identify the cause of the disease. But here, the cause of the disease is said to be idiopathic. That means they have no idea about the cause of the disease. So nowadays, the society is plagued with such diseases. You know, this arthritis, and we have been able to control all the viral and infectious diseases. But these have become much more. Heart disease and asthma and all these things, COPD and whatnot. So hypertension, diabetes, thyroid, everything. So every individual you talk to, they will find that they have something or the other they have. So they have this origin in the mind. So over a period of time when we remain stressed, this is beautifully defined in Yoga Vashishta that how disease comes in this. It's called Adija Vyadhi. So Adi is at the level of the mind. When the mind is remaining stressed, not one day or 2 days, but over a period of time, constant irritation, stress, anxiety. So what happens? The flow of prana in the body gets disturbed. Flow of prana in the body gets disturbed. When the flow of prana in the nadis gets disturbed, gradually what happens? Your systems which are supplied by this prana starts getting weak. Some system will have an overflow of prana, some body systems will have depletion of prana. It is like haphazard flow of prana within the body. So gradually this gets blocked. This affects the digestive system. So the digestion gets the first things you will see when you have stress, after a few days you will have digestive problems. And the first thing that will be healed if you are doing yoga properly on a regular basis is your digestive system. First healing you will experience of your digestive system. If you are doing yoga well and if you are following the diet, not that you do yoga and you go out and start having all this restaurant food and outside food, then you will not experience. But if you are following a proper yoga regime and if you are following a proper good dietary practice, then you will experience the healing at the digestive level at the first. So when the digestion gets weakened, then the proper nutrients are not supplied to the body. Gradually this creates disease in the body. There is a complex mechanism, but this is called Adhija Vyadhi. That NCDs, non-communicable diseases, are called Adhija Vyadhi. This we find in Yoga Vashishta. Thousands of years ago, we Indians were aware of this psychosomatic diseases. Okay, so this is not new. Previously it was less, now it is more. Previously, probably 1 in 100 used to have, now 80 or 1900 people will be having psychosomatic disease. So the treatment has to be on both levels, physical level as well as at the emotional level. So all this meditation and the stress management practices that you do over here, that is working at the manomaya kosha, at the emotional level of your mind. And at the physical level you are doing asana, and at the pranic level you are doing pranayama. At the physical level, asana and also your diet is very important. Very important what you are eating, because that is something directly going within your body. So just become aware of the food that you are eating. And Ayurveda speaks of three Nitya Rasayanas that we should include in our food. That is amla and honey and pure ghee. These three, as per your health, you should include little bit in your food every day. Nitya Rasayana every day. That nourishes. Rasayana is something which nourishes our system. So amla, everyone, most of you can take unless and until you have some ulcers or something. Some people they have problem, but otherwise all of us can take amla. Honey, if you are not diabetic, all of us can take little bit of honey, but make sure that it is pure. Nowadays it is all not so pure things are available. And ghee also, Indian cow milk ghee, that is called A2. That is expensive, A2 cow milk ghee. Then it is beneficial. All this in moderation if we take. These are called Nitya Rasayanas. Then there is Brahmi. Brahmi you should include in your food. Brahmi is called Mandupani. It gives rise to spirituality within us. There are certain miracle herbs. Brahmi is one of them. It pacifies your nervous system, makes you calm, and repairs your nervous system. Brahmi. There are all evidences, and these are thousands of years ago. These are told in Ayurveda. People who get anxious, anxiety, with hypertension, who cannot sleep, insomnia, should take Brahmi. And Brahmi also makes your lifespan long. Children above, I think, 10, 15 years. Because it helps in development of the brain. There are many Ayurvedic concoctions in which they have Brahmi. So I think yes, it will be safe for children, but take some doctor's advice if the child is having some health issues or something. But above 5 to 6 years, I think it will, or 10 years to be safe. It aids in the growth of the brain. So previously it was believed that the brain doesn't grow. Yesterday I was telling in the cluster. So after a particular age, the brain doesn't grow. But nowadays, their research has proved that brain regenerates itself. It is called neuroplasticity. The brain regenerates. So the neurons, they have synaptic connections. One neuron connects with another neuron to build this memory within us. So when you are doing something new, and it has been particularly found that with dhyana, meditation, your brain starts regenerating itself. So when we are aging, the brain also ages. So you will have problems like you can't remember things, learn things easily. But if you are doing meditation, your brain is also growing. So it is not aging, it is like a new thing, and it is regenerating itself and learning new things. So in the yoga sessions, you will see that the yoga regime is changed after some time, after 2 3 months, and particularly things which you don't know, like all these new things I was telling, backward walking and sideways walking. So all these are having a profound impact on your brain also. So the brain rejuvenates itself, and Brahmi is one such herb which will help people who are having problem with memory or for growing children. So it has been found that elephants, they eat a lot of Brahmi, and elephants, they have a very good memory and they live very long. So Ayurveda prescribes